How about now? Oh, that was a bit loud. Sorry. If I've just blown any eardrums, I apologise profusely. But I think we are now sorted. Are we all right? Are we all right? Are we there? I think we're there. Yeah, we're there. Of course we're there. We never left. You can blame Ben DPB or whatever his 3 letters are for that. I did a podcast thing with him last night, had to plug my microphone into the other computer, and for some reason, now it's plugged back in, none of my software recognises it on this main computer again. So, apologise. Oh, Ratboy89, thank you very much. For those of you who hadn't already noticed, we finally have our subscription button, and Ratboy89 is absolutely taking advantage of it. Thank you. Right, let's get off this screen. Let me show you my pretty new screen. Look at that. I've removed the purple bar that so many people complained about. I don't know if I'm going to keep the screen the way I've got it at the moment. This is something I threw together in about 2 minutes earlier on. What we do need to do is get that sub count on there that people liked. So let's see if we can add that in somehow. I don't actually remember how I did it before. There we go. So we need to stick that somewhere where it's, whoa, not going to be intrusive. Woo, 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 woo. Where can we put it where it's not just going to be in the way? I don't know. It can go up there for now, maybe. If it gets in the way, let me know and we'll move it. Seriously, 5 subs already just in this session. And I know there were a couple of people, a couple of extra crazies who'd actually already subscribed before we even started streaming with the fancy new subscription button. Spencer, thank you very much for the sub. You are a hero as well. Oh, goodness me. Oh, see, that the notification came up after it said it in the chat. Interesting. This is going to be a confusing problem. Turtle Comb over. I tell you what, I don't really get what subs are either. Brookie99, thank you very much for the sub. The general gist of it is if you've got Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free by using your Amazon Prime, and it sends me a few pennies. Weeking Mo, thank you very much for the sub. You lot are nuts. Thank you very much. And then if you haven't got Amazon Prime, you can just pay actual cash money. What was that noise? What does a cheer do? I don't know what a cheer is. Geordie Lawrence as well. I've just seen yours. I didn't get the bling bling notification thing, I don't think. Oh, there it is. Goodness me. Look, the little tip jar's filling up. Look at that. It's insane. The session sub count thing can't keep up. Razor FM, thank you very much as well. Yeah, like Spencer says, it's very similar to Patreon in that it's just a way to subscribe each month, support the stream, and yeah. Whew. 9 subs already, and we've been streaming 4 minutes. You lot are officially the most awesome heroes in the world. I did actually put Kanga FM. Thank you anyway. Thank you anyway. It's still much appreciated. Yes, I get money. Well, I get Turtle Comb over. I get some of the money. I don't really know how it works yet. I think at my level, I get half of the money if you subscribe, and the other half goes to Twitch. But either way, it's very much appreciated. And I think as I get more subs, the percentage that I get increases to the point where if I've got loads, I get most of it or something along those lines. Yeah, as Pablo said, if you're really keen to make sure Kev gets all the money, just throw cash into the little glass that's on the screen. It doesn't have to be a sub. The awesome thing about a sub, though, Fly Guy 64, thank you very much for the sub. And the awesome thing about the sub is that it's, I don't know, it makes Twitch notice us, and Twitch noticing us has got to be a good thing. Kev, don't bottle the league. Yeah, if anyone saw I assume most of you saw the YouTube video earlier today. We are trying to bottle the league. Spencer, we are going to get some emotes. We haven't got them yet. I think Neville said he was going to design one for me. Failing that, we'll go find one from somewhere. 10 subs already in this session. You lot are absolute heroes. The Eternal User, my reaction to Posh versus Barnett is, who really cares about the EFL Cup? We weren't going to win it. We may as well not be in it. Right. Oh, yeah, we need a nut emote, don't we? Absolutely. I apologise for the sniffling as well. I am still in the late stages of a quick bout of man flu, so I hope I won't infect any of you. but I have been suffering a little bit over the last 24 hours. I don't know how many emotes we're allowed to have. I think because I'm only an affiliate and not a partner, I'm only allowed one emote, I think. But as we then move, the more people who get involved and the more we get noticed by Twitch, the more likely we are to get partner status, and then we're allowed a whole load more extra stuff as well. Don't really know how it all works. I don't even know where in Twitch I can go and find out how many people subscribe totally. Can we have a bottle emote? Madison's always been a diving diva. Turtle came over. It's much appreciated that you're even considering it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're allowed one as an affiliate. I have applied for the partner program. I don't know if, for anyone who doesn't watch the vlog, basically I applied for the partner program straight after the last stream, and then the next morning got an invitation into the affiliate program. I don't know if that was as a result of applying for the partner program or just because as of that 7th stream we met the criteria for the affiliate program, and it might just be an automated thing. So it might be that we still get accepted into the partner program as well, or it might be that for now it's the affiliate program, they'll let us into the partner program eventually. But I was doing some reading, and because of the YouTube following that's already there, the partner program isn't unrealistic. So that would be cool. I don't really know what the difference is, other than the fact that partners get paid quicker than affiliates. And I like the money. I'm all about the money. Captain Goodspeed can't watch tonight, but he sends his apologies. He just asked that you keep him alive in the chat, so that's fine. Keep him alive in the chat. That's perfectly fine. What I was trying to say before all the sub excitement kicked off is, I don't even know the context of what I was saying, but if you weren't following the chat before we started the stream, I did throw a little statistic out there, which is insane. This is the 8th stream we've done now since coming back like 2 and a bit weeks ago after 10 or 11 months away from Twitch. And in those first 7 streams, 2,870 unique Twitch users have viewed at least part of a stream on this channel. That's ridiculous. Thank you. You're all nuts. How on earth do we get 2,870 people? That's just silly. I didn't realise there was that many people on Twitch watching Football Manager, but that's awesome. I like it. When are we going to change the AF and the DLF to complete forwards? When they're capable of being able to do it, pretty much. At this level, they can't really do it properly. We will change them eventually, though. I know we can't have copyrighted music because it can't be in a video, but can we have some uncopyrighted music? We could. I don't really know how we go about policing that. I think that's probably going to be a case of me having to find a playlist, I imagine. And I haven't got one at the moment. So we can figure something out. Now's not the time to figure it out, though. Kyle, how on earth did you almost break your leg yesterday? That seems like a very silly thing to do. Try to avoid breaking legs is Kev's tip of the day. Kev's safety message for the day. Possibly down to the fact... Yeah, I think that probably is why we've had so many people. But still, it's very, very cool. Yeah, press conference. Kev, what you want about Kevin Chapman is able to play whatever you want. I probably could. Yeah, it's not going to make much difference playing him as a complete forward, is it? He's not very good, whatever we play him as, presumably. So we could just do him whatever. I haven't had any feedback yet on the little bits that we've got along the bottom of the screen. Now, is this an improvement over the little purple bar? Is it worse than the little purple bar? What would you change? What would you add? What would you take away? I was basically just playing around with all the options. We will settle on a proper design eventually, but I don't really know. So who's Thierry Ordell? No, we don't care. He can go. Bad Jokes FM just got back from the most boring barbecue ever in time to watch this next couple of hours. Will be more enjoyable. Of course it will be. I could search out some artists for some music. I mean, if anyone wants to send me stuff that is worth looking at, I can try looking at some stuff. But as someone said, regular Johan, as you've said, I quite like the fact there's no music. We don't have music over the YouTube videos. So I don't know if the music is needed, but I guess it's a nice to have. The silliness from the other stream. Yeah, well, there's one way to get rid of the silliness. That gets rid of the silliness. Bits. I'm glad you all like the stuff that's at the bottom there. That's good. I'm glad it's an improvement. What's the notification bar? What? I'm lost. Splendid. I'm glad it's an improvement. We're getting there. We'll get even better at that as we go. I'm still trying to work out how it all works. Eventually, we'll get back to the point where we have a proper layout overlay thing, proper alerts and stuff, and a proper auto mod deal. I mean, last year when we were streaming, we had it all working properly. It just seems harder to do this year. I think they've made it deliberately more difficult to stop idiots like me just sort of stumbling into it and being able to make it work. For those of you who missed the YouTube video today as well, I deliberately made sure that we didn't secure promotion while we were on YouTube. I wanted to save it for you guys. Old Man Sudor, thank you very much for the sub. Much appreciated. Less music, more FM. I can't guarantee more FM. Oh, goodness me. Look at my whispers. I don't know how to look at my whispers. How do I look at my whispers? I tend not to look at them while I'm... Hold on. I've not even got Twitch loaded. Does that make me a bad person? I was going to try and start a, football match, but we'll have a little look. Yeah, a lot of streamers have music because they have moments of silence. I don't know if you've noticed when I'm streaming, I tend not to shut my pie hole. For better or worse, we're chatting constantly. What are you showing me here, Kyle? Oh, is that a playlist of non-copyrighted music? Okay. I'm not going to put it on now. I'll have a listen to it and see if it's music I can handle, and we might use it another time. Because, I'm an old man. I don't know if I can manage music, especially if it's that music, what they make with computers. It's always a bit challenging for my old man constitution. Yeah, what Tommy said. Thank you and all that. Someone explain what cheers are. I don't know what a cheer is. I guess that's a new thing, or is it a thing that we now get because we're affiliated? Or someone explain cheers to Kev. I'm so poorly. If I want music, there you go. Like Huffy said, if you want music in the background, stick your own music on. Kevin Chapman just scored a goal, and it could be the goal that secures promotion, which would be marvellous. Eternal user mods could collect some music. That's fine, and I'm happy to review it and have a little look. Ben Winfield, thank you very much for the sub. You are a hero. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The session subs thing, I've just realised, isn't going to appear when we've got matches on because it's white. But there you go. It'll be a surprise when we go back to not being on the match. What do I think of Neymar's transfer to PSG? It's silly, isn't it? Rat Boy, a cheer. Thank you. Don't know what it's all about. Does anyone know the worst? That must be tough. I'm supposed to 15 more. A more fun way to donate. 100 bits is worth $1. Okay, cool. Thank you. Paul Purton, thank you very much for the sub. Very much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The only downside of the new bar at the bottom is it covers the game commentary bar. Yeah, but the old thing covered the game commentary bar as well. I don't really know what we've got as an alternative to that because I don't know that there's anywhere else we can put that stuff on the screen. Is all of it needed? I mean, I quite like the fact that we're shouting out a few more of the recent donators because, as someone who does this nonsense full time, I need those donators. I want to constantly thank them. I want them to have thanks long after they've made their awesome donations. So I quite like the fact it's got the 10 most recent donations scrolling along the bottom of the screen. So I don't really want to take that out of the way. The little alerts thing, the subs thing, that's quite cool. The tip jar thing, I don't really know what that's all about, but it's quite cool watching it fill up as the stream goes on. And obviously me and little Kev need to be on there. So I don't know. Where would we put that stuff? We're gonna lose it. We are actually gonna bottle this, aren't we? Oh, goodness me. I don't know how we're going to bottle it. Yeah, Kevin Chapman does only score on stream. It's like he's just showing off for you lot. It's because he's one of you. Seen enough. Race is clear. Somehow he misses commentary to last year lifetime. Exactly. Do people actually come here to watch a game of Football Manager? I would imagine not. Paul, That's a very good point. Is not Ricky Martin injured? No, he's not. I just forgot he existed for a minute. Oh, I'm a monster. I think we should probably restart the session. I've not even made substitutions either. We're continuing our process of bottling promotion. We forgot to put Geordie Shaw on the bench. We haven't got not Ricky Martin in the team at all. Forgot to make substitutions, and we're losing. The pressure's getting to me. I can't handle it. I'm going to blame the man flu and not general incompetence, but I am starting to suspect we're in the midst of a significant bottle job. Has there ever been a bottle job where a team has been 30 points clear and has thrown it all away? I mean, 87 points has got to be enough to get us promotion anyway, surely. But this is now 3 games without a win, 2 defeats in 3. It is all going wrong. Oh, it's nasty. Nasty business. Right, well, at least Kevin Chapman got a goal, but it's the only silver lining. Oh, I'm sorry for all the sniffing noises. Oh, I can't breathe. What's worse, me sniffing directly into the microphone or me leaning back and doing that to sniff? Because either way, they're pretty annoying. Right, what has happened to our form? Contrast most recent form to some of these spells. It's all going very wrong. Let's rest our players and hope that we finally remember how to win football matches pretty soon. Right, so I'm just going to have to drop Kevin Chapman. Even though he's the only player who managed to get a goal in that last game. 13 subs in a session is crazy. Thank you for that, folks. Hashtag Anna in. Mute. What an incredible idea. Just got to remember to turn it back on again. But I forgot I had a mute button. What are the amazing advantages of spending too much money on a microphone? Wonderful stuff. Right. Where were we? I'm trying to win a football match. That's right. Just sniff, I don't care. Hey! Yeah, but I care. I don't want to be that unprofessional. I'm unprofessional enough in so many other ways. The square cheeking is worse. Squeaking is worse than the sniffing. It really is. I need a new chair, because any time I move even slightly... I mean, I've not moved very far there at all. If I lean all the way back... I then come back up again. Need a new chair. How do I justify to Anna that I need a chair out here? She's already annoyed that I bought a second monitor. I can't buy a chair as well. I might just sit on the floor. The sniff stream. WD-40 on the chair would fix it. WD-40, eh? I don't own any WD-40. Got like lemonade. Would that do the job? Everyone get a new chair for Kev. I don't need like 2,870 chairs. That wouldn't fit in my garage. Ah, Daft Joey Jojo. The kids want your attention. Tell them it's past 9 o'clock and they should go to bed. That's what I said to mine. My 15-year-old wasn't that impressed when she said, Dad, it's 8:30. What do you mean? Just go to your room. I gotta go and talk to people. Let's just check that Anna's not doing anything she shouldn't be. You're not downloading, are you? The stream died again. Oh, are we back? Splendid. I don't know why I went away. I don't know how I came back. All I know is I leaned back in my chair, was very happy with being leaned back in my chair and spinning round, and when I came back up again, you lot were all telling me you couldn't see me. So I don't know how much of the leaning back in the chair got noticed. Okay, so some people can see me and some people can't see me at this point. Refresh your screens if you can't. Refresh your screens if you can't see me. Oh, they can't see you, Kev. They're not going to know to refresh their screens. Right, we can Eternal users seen it's youth intake time. So let's refresh the stream and have a look to see what we've got in the youth intake. So remember, one of the things we did when we invested all that money in Deep in Rangers back at the start was give them 20 out of 20 youth recruitment, 20 out of 20 youth facilities. We should have some really, really, really cool youth prospects here from such glamorous places as Whittlesea, Skegness, Tring. I don't even know what a Calabar is, but yes, Cameron James, Notts. There you go. See Nottingham as well. Wigston. Lots of Peterborough people. One Peterborough actually, he says lots. Northampton. He's done. I'll get rid of him straight away. Neil Gibbons. Oh, you're 4.5 stars, but you're from Northampton. It's so difficult to decide what to do. So, Devan Powell is one of the most gifted players to come through the Deepen Rangers youth ranks in recent years. He's a central midfielder. Where are you from, Devan? You're from Burntwood in England. Don't know where Burntwood is. You're a 4-star potential. Well, how are you the best to come through in recent years? We've got... Why is Barry Fry turned up? We've got players in this intake who are better than you are. Devan Powell. Who was it? The Northampton lad was better, wasn't he? Neil Gibbons. He's 4.5 star. I like to think I had a notable influence in bringing through Keith Morgan with my coaching style. What? Because he's 2.5 stars. Worth a useless. Ridiculous. Right, let's have a look at the under-18s and see what we've got in this. Oh, look at it. Right, Stefan Lawrence, Kane Craig, they were already here. So is Aiden. Do we not see the new youth prospects? Do they not go into the... Oh, youth candidates. That's what we want to look at, isn't it? You can tell I don't really look. I just wait until they're like 23 and then notice them. So Neil Gibbons, the lad from Northampton, is the best one. That troubles me greatly. I mean, actually, he's 1.5 star current ability already. He's not a million miles away from being first team quality already. Devan Powell is a central midfielder we've already looked at. Lee Morris is a central defender. We've got a nice little smattering of players in different positions. I live 10 minutes from Burntwood, Kev. How dare you not know where it is? Toby, where is it? I still don't know where it is. At least you got a playoff place, so if you bottle the league, you could get promoted through the playoffs. Emphasis on could. And then John Chukwudi is a winger. Oh, he's done. He's never going to get any further than where he is now. We may as well not even sign him. And Alex Robinson Hale is another 3.5 star potential ability. So we'll do the little normal youth game thing. We'll sign most of them and we'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, that lad's already as good as Kevin Chapman. That's a very good point as well. Right. Yes, I'm excited. Whatever. No sleepless nights for me. I sleep like a baby. Yeah, all that stuff. Hi Kev, just been playing in the FIFA 18 beta. The gameplay is very nice. Ooh, splendid. How does one get into such a thing? Why aren't I in the FIFA 18 beta? Not that I'd play it, because I don't have time. But still, I'd like to be invited. It's just a small town in Staffordshire, about 4 miles from Lichfield. Gary Cahill was born there. None of that stuff sounds real. Who's Gary Cahill? What's a Lichfield? A young English central midfielder who can also play up front. Remind you of anyone? It does remind me of a number of people. Gibbons is a cobbler. We'll beat that out of him, don't worry. We don't want that sort in our youth team. He'll be a toxic influence on the rest of the squad. We'll sort him out. Perhaps the reason he's in Deeping is because he ran away from Northampton when they tried to sign him. It does make me wonder. I guess it's because of our superior recruitment network is why he's signing for us rather than Northampton, I guess. For us to have someone from Nottingham and beat Forest and Notts County to him is, again, quite impressive as well. Right, let's make sure we have the correct players in the team this time. So, we're going to stick Kevin Chapman up front with Sharad, and we're going to make sure that we've got Geordie Shaw on the bench, because we need him as an option late on in the game. Where is he? Geordie Shaw, get on the bench, sir. No, not Wayne Blackmore, you're injured. Geordie Shaw, where have you gone? And now we need not Ricky Martin in the centre of midfield. And we'll move Matt Deakin back onto the bench. He'll be fine. We'll just stick him in there. And now that looks like a team that can actually secure promotion this time. Or are we long past the point where we can secure promotion? Kev, your FPL starts this weekend. My FPL does start this weekend. Perhaps one of the mods would like to post a link to my FPL private league thingy in the chat so that anyone who hasn't already signed up to my league can sign up to my league, because the more the merrier. Play Gibbons. Not yet. Got to beat the Northampton out of him first. Pro Clubs on FIFA 18 beta is pretty good so far. Can have a custom home and away kit. What colour kits we have in Kev for the Patreon? Pink has long been the colour of any and all teams I play in online. I used to love playing Halo, decked out full in pink, and Gears of War, full on pink mode. So yeah, there'll be pink kits. Don't you worry. Not Ricky Martin's in the team now, Tommy. Don't you worry. I think. Have I got the right one, or have I got real Ricky Martin? I think it's not Ricky Martin. This is getting too confusing even for me. Right, can we actually win promotion today if we win this football match? Because I'd like to stop bottling things now. Hey, goodness me. I never watched the Premier League, so my team is just on names I like or used in FM. That's pretty much the basis mine is picked on. I don't really watch the Premier League either, although now I've got Sky in my studio, which it's still stupid. In my garage, still stupid calling it a studio. Now I've got that in here, I can actually start watching some games while I'm editing. So I'm going to try. My goal for this season is to try and learn about proper football. If you sign Gibbons, it'll be a Northampton lad in Northampton colours. Ugh. I do remember Thierry Ambrose Drome. He was a hero of mine. I still have his tie. We're losing again. I don't know what's happening. How are we losing again? Sooner or later, we're just going to go full on backdoor Kev, and we're going to just lose our way into the league title, because we're so far ahead. I think we probably can do that, because other teams, Sheffield United and Portsmouth, are not both going to win every single game they've got left, surely. But we are full on bottle job mode is on. I got the career mode beta, and some of the cutscenes are quite cool. They've gone a bit more in depth with contracts as well. Splendid. Oh, Sharad with a good finish. Well played, Sharad. Much appreciated. Oh, please let that. Can somebody do the maths? It is starting to trouble me that we're not yet promoted. Look, it's a not Ricky Martin free kick. I think that should go down as an assist. I know like 5 players touched it between him and the goal actually going in, but it was all about that free kick. What about doing an FPL for subs and Patreons, and winners gets like a free shirt or something? A Southend shirt, you say? A Southend away shirt from last year? That's not a bad idea. Are you going to be in Loki Doki stream tomorrow night? I will for some of it, not for all of it, because I'm recording my podcast at about 9:30 for a couple of hours. So I'll be in there for some of the Football Manager bit, and then I'll turn up again at midnight when he's doing Darkest Dungeon, probably for long enough to say, what on earth is Darkest Dungeon? I'm off to bed. And that'll be that. I have still got the pink Southend away shirt. It still doesn't have any signatures on it. It's still one of the stupidest things I've ever done. What a waste of money that was. It was like 55 quid as well. Who will be what as what stands? What now? Chris P. Mosley, I'm not sure what you mean. Have I missed something? I'm very confused. Oh, getting promoted. Is that what it means? You will be getting promoted as it stands. Will I be streaming Sunday? I will be streaming Sunday on the proviso that I get back from my little camping trip in one piece and by a reasonable time. But I should be. I don't see why I wouldn't be home at a decent enough hour. I don't think we're going to be turning up at like midnight having been away camping. So I should be. If I'm not, I'll just let you know on Twitter, and we'll definitely do it on Monday regardless. But we should be on Sunday. We're losing again. We are absolutely losing again. Little Kev, what have you got to say for yourself? Because this isn't good enough. When it's got difficult before, we've swapped you for Brett the Hitman Hart, and I think we might have to do that. Right. I think as soon as we secure promotion, we'll stop this bottle job that's going on. And we'll just start winning again. But until then, this is just painful. Tactic has been sussed out. Need to change it. The tactic doesn't get sussed out. That's an old wives' tale. I've been playing the same tactic for 30 seasons in Non-League to Legend, and it still wins the Champions League twice. It'll be fine. There you go. We've equalised. Huzzah! We could bring Lord Stephen Regal into position. Let's see if he can help us secure promotion. There we go. He can have a few minutes. Maybe the players are getting complacent. Next game, play a full youth team. Once we're promoted, we're going to do some proper experiments. We're going to try and play with wingers. I think that was a challenge someone set me, because I don't know how to play with wingers. But it would be interesting just to play the last 5 or 6 games of the season with wingers and see what happens. See if it's something worth pursuing, maybe as a backup system for next year. I like Lord Stephen Regal's jacket that he's got on. It's very stylish. I'd like to get a coat like that for myself. Right, is this enough? If it ends like this, are we up? The same tactic which got you relegated with that irrelevant French side. Yeah, exactly. So it means the tactic doesn't get sussed out. It's just sometimes the players aren't good enough to play it. The thing with Tour is we never actually got the opportunity to sign a player with them. So I need to at least be able to sign players to fit my tactic. But we arrived there with like 3 days to go of the transfer window. Didn't sign anyone. And got relegated before we had a chance to build our own squad. I'm not a tactical manager. You may have noticed. So are we up? Is that what we're saying? We've just been promoted. Have we got... Media-friendly boss Kevin Chapman joined Deeping Rangers in June 2025 and has been in charge for 9 months. What a hero. Championship, here we come. I don't know who Tyrone is. Do we care about Tyrone Reed? Yeah, you're not having him. No, we never doubted it for a second. We always knew we were going to get promoted. Yes, I'm ambitious. I don't know who he is. And do we get money? 9 million to spend next season. I can live with a bit of 9 million quid. Right. Try. No, let me... chat. Come back to me, chat. I need you. Are we loading back up? I think the chat's trying to reload. Oh, is that the chat back? Chat, are you here? Chat, is that you? Chat? Yeah, the chat's back, I think. Excellent stuff. I don't know if the stream died or if it was just the chat that died. Are we sorted? Are we all there? Can we all see? It looks like most of you died from the chat because the chat's got hardly any people in. Or did this whole stream die? Don't know what happened. Spencer, if you can hear me, to answer your question, when William Regal was in WCW, he was Lord Stephen Regal. So that was his name, and that's who this figure is. This is a WCW figure, or a reissued WCW figure. So it is Lord Stephen Regal. And then when he came to WWE, he became William Regal. Okay, so the whole stream died for a second, but now it's back. What is it with the stream tonight? Grrr. Need to fix this silly stream nonsense. Is this normal for people on Twitch, or is it just me? It's always time to plan for next season, and that's exactly what we're doing here. So there's a young centre-back with 5-star potential. Scout his face off. Scout his face off. Scout. And basically any of these that we can buy. We're not going to pay £15 million for somebody. But if we can get anyone on this 5-star potential list for like less than 2 million, we're going to buy him unless he's a winger. And then we see how much money we've got left. See this guy? I mean, he's 4-star current ability, actually, yeah. He'd still be a good signing. Scout. Scout. He's probably too expensive, but we'll scout him anyway. One of my youth players just got injured because I quote, injured after playing too much Football Manager at home. Wow, is that really a thing? So it is just me who has these constant Twitch issues. I wonder if it's the issue with streaming in my garage on Wi-Fi. Perhaps I need to get some kind of mesh network or something set up so I have a better signal out here. Someone fetch One True Nerd. He'll fix it for me. I have a WWE William Regal figure right next to me. Got my big bag of 30. Awesome. Well, Stephen Regal says hello to his future self, but he can't wave because he can't move his arms in this coat. Twitch support the hashtag KevOut movement. Do you ever develop your youth players? I have a 2-word answer for that. Liam Wells. Hashtag car park fix. Exactly. Oh, should we sign Michael Owens to play with his brother Kevin? I like the look of this guy. He's cheap. He's good. He's only 19. Chelsea under 23s. Played a full season for Chester, so he must be good. He's developed a youth player. Yeah, exactly. What more do you want? Liam Wells. He was good. Best striker in the world. Right, let's try and buy this man. Guess what? We're going to do the never never. And we're going to bid £400,000 over 4 years. Another 2 words, James Burgess. Exactly, although we did pay £30 million to Leeds to bring James Burgess in. So probably not quite so much developing our own player. Did you buy Wells from Leeds or was his... no, Liam Wells was proper Spurs youth player. He was identified as a 5-star prospect when he came through and he was very good. So yeah, he was full on Kev youth development mode. Burgess was the one we signed from Leeds. I really want to stream, but my internet keeps going down random times every day without fail. Turtle came over. Apparently the same thing happens to me. Declined to give an immediate decision for that offer. Yeah, we still do. Yeah, and to be also with Burgess, not only did I have to develop him, but we changed his position as well. We signed him as a striker. He was a proper wonder kid striker. He was the hot young striker on the scene, and we turned him into the best central midfielder in the world. So I've had my moments, particularly with that Spurs team. I think the thing is, I'm never at a team long enough, usually. But we had 5 years at Tottenham, so we actually had a chance to do it properly. Nothing happened when Anna was on the stream. Conspiracy. She's probably just in there playing online games or downloading stuff in 4K. And then when I text her and say, Anna, are you downloading anything? And she goes, no. And then the stream comes back up. It's probably just a prompt to Anna, stop downloading things. Perhaps I need to turn all the Wi-Fi off when I stream. That would go down really well with the rest of the family. Just turn off the Wi-Fi. Burgess is who I was getting at when I said, oh, a young English central midfielder. Exactly. Although he was a striker who could also play central midfield. And we made him a central midfielder. Right, let's sign all the recommended youth players. And... we'll play Gibbons. We'll give Gibbons a game before the end of the season. That's my promise to all of you. Once we've won the title, we'll rotate a lot more. Just change the router access code. Well, because I've got the fancy router that One True Nerd told me to buy, I can just block individual devices or change stuff all from my phone. I can manage all that stuff. So rather than asking, I can actually check to see what people are up to. And if they are doing something they shouldn't be, I can sort them out. But really, we get like 80 download... 40 upload from here in the garage on Wi-Fi, even when other people are doing stuff around the house. We've got super duper fast fibre broadband, so even if she's in there downloading 4K movies on 3 different devices, we should still be all right. Anna has a secret 1 million subscriber YouTube channel. It would not surprise me at all. Some of the stuff she watches on YouTube, who've got millions of subscribers. We were watching this one guy while we were eating our dinner who just covers stuff in resin and like got loads of little sprinkles, covered them in resin and made a cake stand, and he's got like 1 million subscribers. I think I'm trying too hard. Has the stream really gone down again? What is happening? Let's have a look at the router. I've got to remember how to look at it on here, but I do have an app that means I can monitor exactly what's going on. And then if there's a serious problem, I can kill whatever's causing the problem. So it's just connecting to my router now. I hope it's just Twitch having problems again like we've had before. But it's just very frustrating. It's not down, it's just laggy. How dare you, Eternal User. Kev's bad internet. Kev has wonderful internet. Kangaroo FM, thank you very much for popping in. Much appreciated. Have fun with whatever you've got to get done. Right, why is connection failing? I can't even connect to my router on my phone now. That's not good. I'm supposed to have super internet. Oh, they've accepted our offer. Excellent. Is some child trying to DDoS you? I would say probably not.
I can't find child try in your music library.
Apparently, my Amazon Echo can't find child try in my music library. Right, is it actually going to connect to this any time now? Right. What's going on? There's a lot of downloading going on. Who's doing all the downloading? Let's block them. But it's those pesky kids. Right. I'm just analysing all the devices currently on my network. Deciding who I'm going to block. Who the troublemaker is. I mean, it's not like there's a lot going on. There's 700 kilobytes a second being downloaded, 300 kilobytes a second uploaded. So when I've got 80 meg download, it's that child who's doing stuff. Should I block in? Let's limit their bandwidth. Right, I've put a bandwidth. I'm putting a bandwidth limit on my daughter. She's going to go nuts. She's going to storm in here in a minute. This is when Kev stops at his stream. Yeah, exactly. Andy's in bed. Don't worry. It won't affect him. Looking forward to the I'm a nut emote. As soon as I work out how to do it, that's exactly what we'll do. I'd love an I'm a nut emote. Right, how much are we going to pay Sean Wilson? Let's start him off at 2.6. But we want him for 4 years. And he doesn't like that at all. So we'll just say, okay, you can have what you want. There you go. What a negotiator I am. Any news on who sent you the Kevin Thompson card? There is. I know exactly who it is because he slipped up. He sent me a tweet. Kevin Thompson sent me a tweet saying, I assumed you'd know it was really me because it had an Edinburgh postcode on it. And then I twigged, oh, an Edinburgh postcode? Interesting. Went onto Instagram and saw that one of the prime suspects was currently in Edinburgh on holiday. And so it was him. I won't out him publicly because it still amuses me, but I do now know who it is. And I was very disappointed. Can't believe after all this time he slipped up. That was an evil dad laugh. I'm full of evil dad laughs. Right, someone's going to have to explain what Newt Newt is to me. I'm confused. Just Tommy, I've seen this. I've seen this in One True Nerd streams. What's it all about? What does it mean? It wasn't Sheepdog, no. Sheepdog doesn't watch my videos. Matt, spot on. You win a prize. I do that when the kids are on YouTube and not playing out in the sunshine. Kill the Wi-Fi. Awesome. Right. Oh, I've done brilliant work. It's nice to be recognised. If my theory is correct, we're going to go and win this game now, and we're going to win it with style because we've got promoted, and now we'll have a nice big win. It's Pingu. Okay, it's Pingu. It has no other significance other than it being the noise Pingu makes then. Because in that case, I'm even more confused than I was before. I don't know what's happening. Pingy. Pingu and Pingy. But why are we doing Pingos? No, Pingo? Pingy, Pingu and Pingo. Why are we doing the Pingu noise? Has Pingu done something significant that I've missed? Just realised I've had the TV on all this time. Turn the TV off now. That could be causing Wi-Fi issues. I'm blaming everybody else. And I've got Sky Q Wi-Fiing Sky Sports News from in the house out to the garage where I'm sat. It's probably all completely self-inflicted. Your job now is to remind me whenever I start streaming to turn the telly off. I don't need the telly. Matt did the noise on his 24-hour stream. What a weirdo that boy is. He knows his computers, but he's a strange lad. Nicky, pack it in. This is a family-friendly stream. Oh, too much Pepsi Max. I'm now at wind. Oh, Kev. Turn the telly off. Yeah, telly's off now. Don't worry. Telly's off. We'll be fine. Have I suddenly gone high definition? Can you see my beautiful skin? This is Boots number 7 moisturiser. Keeps you looking this youthful. Turn the oh goodness me, the Xbox is on as well. Yeah, I'll turn my Xbox off as well, which is sat next to me on my desk. Right, there you go. I've turned the Xbox off as well. Oh, so we've now turned off 2 major internet sucking devices. They've both been turned off. Oh, goodness me. Is there a better way to make a one-off donation than on here, as they take 50% on here? The best way is to use the donation button underneath. So rather than subscribing, if you go down to underneath where the stream is, there's a donate button which just sends straight into my PayPal. So if you want to make a donation, that's the best way, and that would be much appreciated. Thank you. What did Peterborough do in the cup? Got knocked out of it. Your skin looks great. The stream's much better now. Oh, God. My PS4 is not even plugged in because, you know, who needs a PS4? I've got a PC and an Xbox One. The PS4 is just there because occasionally they get an exclusive that I might want to play on their tiny little controller that's made for girly hands. Turn the printer off. The printer is off, I think. Super Nintendo. I wish I had a Super Nintendo. I want one of those Super Nintendo mini things they're bringing out, but as my NES mini is still wrapped in its plastic, I probably don't need the super version of it. Where's not Ricky Martin? Get him in as well. Matt Deakin, get yourself back on the bench, lad. Don't worry, you're not going far. Turn the computer off. There's an idea. No, I'm not that silly. I know we need the computer on. Worst comes to the worst, reset your router. The router's fine. I just checked on the router. It's still running super duper fast. I think I was probably just interfering with it by having all that other stuff on out here. Has Anna done your makeup for tonight's stream? No, but they are talking about wanting to do my makeup at some point. I think there has to be some match fixing in there. No. The Mac is not off because I was halfway through editing the vlog when we started, so I need to leave that on because it's got a project open on it that I'll need to finish when we're done. I need to stop buying promising youngsters. I think I'm addicted to them. Happy. For goodness sake, rephrase that. Are you rendering a video? I'm not rendering a video now. And if I was, it would be on my Mac anyway, so it wouldn't be on this machine. I'm not that silly. I render whilst recording, but never whilst streaming. Turn Anna's PS4 off. I would lose an arm if I tried to turn Anna's PS4 off. Goodness me. Turn off the lights. Turn off the internet. You lot are just picking on me now. Turn on this camera and film you lot. Stick this. Oh, no memory card. Can't even use my camera properly. Goodness me. How did little Kev get back up there, by the way? Lord Stephen Regal was there, and now all of a sudden little Kev's just gadding around like he owns the place. When did that become a thing? Saw on Sky News an article about men's makeup. Apparently it's a thing. I did read an article the other day because I subscribe to like loads of makeup RSS feeds. But I did read an article the other day that they expect Boots and other major high street makeup places to have makeup counters for men within 5 years. Nathan Workshop, thank you very, very much. That's very much appreciated. And I can actually read the message now I've moved it back in there. And I will treat them to a meal. Thank you. That's much appreciated. The face cam makes a huge decrease in good internet. Yeah, but you couldn't enjoy my streams without enjoying this beautiful face. I know. We all know that's why you're here. Or your handsomeness has made the Wi-Fi signal feel like it can't compete with you. That's more like it. Much more like it. They do your makeup 5k subs before the... Yeah, they might do. They'll do it before then, probably. Can I point out we're 3-0 up after 23 minutes. Now we've got promoted. We're not afraid anymore. And Kevin Chapman has just scored a goal! Not sure when you see... Yeah, Nathan, I saw the donation. Thank you. Yeah, let's have a love shower. Spread some love down in the chat. It is much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Film us, put us on the vlog. Okay, I'll get the proper camera out. Hold on. There we are. So, as requested by Tommy and the rest of the chat on tonight's Twitch stream, I'm filming you and putting you on the vlog. And if I spin this round, I can film myself filming you and putting you and me all on the vlog. There you go. You're on the vlog. There you go. You happy now? I had to put my vlog voice on and everything. Eternal user. Kev, I think you can win the title. I think we probably can at this point. Everyone's... Kanga, you were supposed to be going somewhere. You're back because you heard you were going to be vlog famous. Sack the board. No, the board are great. Everyone's saying hi to the vlog and hi to YouTube. Oh, I feel like I should still have the camera on. Barry Fry forever. No Barry Fry. If that really is Barry Fry, you don't understand how close I once came to egging you outside Wembley. The only way a video I'm in will get above 20 views. Give it time, sir. You'll get there before too long. We've just conceded a goal. That's very sad. Yeah. Looking forward to seeing that tomorrow at 7 AM. I'm looking forward to editing it tonight at about 11:30. Got to figure out where to stick it in now because I've already signed off on the vlog tonight. So we're going to have to break chronology. Unless I say goodbye again, which I suppose I could do. You came back. Work can wait. Well, welcome back. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kev. I know Barry Fry wouldn't ever call me Kev. He ignored me completely when I did the matchday announcer thing the other week. He came out and stood next to me and just stood there looking at the pitch, but didn't ever turn his head towards me. Didn't want to acknowledge one of the minions. And, yeah, that made me a little bit sad. It's probably why I didn't get the job, because I was just giving Barry Fry evils with side-eye. Right, let's bring Every on as well. I like how trying to get promoted, no wins, get promoted, start winning again. It's sometimes the way. The game does quite accurately portray bottle jobs occasionally. And there was nothing we could do about it. We were just losing games through no fault of our own. And it's just one of those things sometimes. Get Calver onto the team as well. And does this win us the league? Is this enough for the title? Why are Coventry scoring goals? What's that all about? Don't really appreciate it. Is this League One? It is League One for now. We're just about to win League One. My dad used to play football with Barry Fry as a kid. Splendid. Exactly, Haffy. That is pressure for you. Do a Kev ending where you go, hang on, we're not finished yet. Insert clip from stream. I could do that. I could do the famous sat at the desk in a dark room. Oh, I'm just sat here now editing this all together. And there's this clip as well. Stream down. What? Is the stream off again? Or is that just Barry Fry being a rascal? Try a 1-3-3-3 formation. That was one of the ones we were going to try, wasn't it? So it's a Spurs simulator then. Yeah, pretty much. Right, if we won the league, because as soon as we've won the league, we're going to play around. We're going to play around with tactics. Not too much, because I don't want to ruin all morale going into the championship next year. But we'll play around a little bit. Sometimes we'll play with tactics. Sometimes we'll play around with getting the youth team in. But we need to... Have we won the league yet? No, not yet. So we'll have one more game of doing things properly. Yeah, a good result is a foregone conclusion, obviously. Yes, it's unfortunate. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Should we pay £10 million for a young striker? It's probably not the smartest thing we've ever done, so we might not at this point. We find inspiration in Turns. Have you noticed Turns and Vosberg haven't needed to go on holiday since Christmas, which is interesting. How did you create a team in the Tier 9 division? I can't seem to go lower than... Kumibo, I got a mod off of Steam Workshop. A few people have asked me that over the last few days. I think when I'm back from my little weekend away, I'll record a video explaining how I did it, because a few people have asked for a tutorial. So I shall get a tutorial up there for early next week on YouTube. Fleming77, thank you very much for the donation. That's very much appreciated. You're a hero, thank you. Sharad, if you're there in the chat, I haven't seen you around tonight actually, but if you're about, Sharad, you have now broken Deeping Rangers goal scoring record with 29 goals this season. You're officially better than Gary Madine. Kev play with roundoiters. I don't really know what a roundoiter is. My front line for Liverpool is Dybala, Kingsley Coman, and Dembele with 200 wowzers. That's pretty good, isn't it? Right. Let's do that. If you don't see that tutorial appear on the channel by midweek, give me a nudge. It will just be because I've forgotten to do it. I could go and write it on the whiteboard now, but then I'd be abandoning the stream for a minute. I've got a database for the 22-year English leagues. Is that the one you have? It might be. I don't remember now. I'm not sure. It's really warm in here. I might have to go and open the door in a minute because it's too noisy when I have the fan on. But can you see the sweat accumulating on me? What happened to the UK save? I don't remember. Something probably happened. You've got a shirt that tells you what a roundoiter is on it, don't you? No, Anna's got a shirt that tells you what a roundoiter is because Football Manager shirts come up a little bit on the snug side for the fuller-figured man. And their idea of a 2XL is closer to my idea of a large. And it looked painted on and not in a good way. So that's Anna's shirt now. She did wear it for Comic-Con, though, because I don't think she fully understands it's a Football Manager shirt. So she did wander around Comic-Con in May with a Football Manager t-shirt on, which I thought was very cool. Right, I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to go and open my door because I need air. I'm melting. I'm back. Don't worry. I assume you digested all that information that was on screen while I was gone. I can't stand having a runny nose. It's awful. Titus Bramble has signed for Stowmarket Town. How old is Titus Bramble now? Kev's disappeared. I'm back! Don't worry! I had Isaac, Lamar, Ericsson, Dembele as wowzers. Kev, have ever had any success playing with a sweeper like back in the 1980s? No. I've never actually tried to play with a sweeper. It's so rare that you get a player capable of playing a sweeper appear. So, no, I haven't really. I wonder if the reason these two needed all those holidays in the first part of the year is because they kept going away for internationals. Perhaps we just need to rest them on their game back from internationals. Have you been streaming since the start of Tier 9? No, what we did, we've only been streaming since the start of this season. All of the seasons prior to that were in holiday mode with lots of money thrown in and everything. And they're all on YouTube. It's a playlist of like 8 or 9 videos on YouTube. And it shows how we got to this point. But then they stopped getting promoted. We had like 3 years stuck in League One, which is why we've now started playing the game ourselves and started streaming it. So, yeah, it's just this season we've been streaming. Titus Bramble is 36 years old. Okay. What is it with all crap ex-Newcastle? You showed them naughty. Ex-Newcastle defenders signing for low-level clubs this summer. Well, Taylor signed for Posh, so they haven't all signed for low-level clubs this summer. So, maybe they're finally finding their appropriate level. I think Posh is an appropriate level for a quality defender like Stephen Taylor. Tried Bonucci at Juve, my Saviour's manager, and managed to win the treble in Italy. Wow. Kev, thoughts on AFC Wimbledon? They're fine. Should I have thoughts on AFC Wimbledon? I prefer them to MK Dons. I don't think they should have had to have started again from non-league and dragged their way back into the league. On my iPhone, my mouse has disappeared. Any ideas how to fix this? Shake it. Probably. I don't know. I can't have outtakes. I can't use potty mouth. Family friendly over here. At least it wasn't a bad swear. It's one they use on The Simpsons. It's fine. If I can put it on The Simpsons, it's not rude. That doesn't mean I'm going to start saying it, though. Naughty. Hi, Kev. Just joined and enjoy the stream. Thank you very much. Glad you're enjoying it. Bring Anna in. Anna is in the house somewhere playing a game, I think. getting ourselves mentally ready for the weekend ahead. We've never had a night away from home with Andy before. We've never had a night away from home with Dave before. And we're taking them both away in a tent. And it's just terrifying. Yes, it's going to be a spectacle. So this is the game we can win the title, is it? Okay. We're going to be fine. How about getting Dave in on stream? No. Have you seen that Colback might be going back to Sunderland? Have you ever thought about making quick 15-25 second videos for the main channel, letting everyone know you're streaming could encourage more viewers? Well, I always put a video out the day of the stream from this save, telling people that we're going to be streaming that day. So I think that does the job. I don't think we need to overdo it with the stream reminders, do we? Or do we? Is the video that we put out on stream days enough? Because when we were streaming last year, I did the little reminder videos, but it just got to the point where there was a lot of little reminder videos, and it just seemed to make more sense to incorporate it into a proper video. Have you put a responsible bet on Toma Ahmed to be in top 5 goals? I haven't, but I feel like I probably should. Imagine if he ended up scoring all those goals and I didn't put a bet on. Does anyone know what the odds are? What's a good FM save to do? This one. Start at the club nearest your house in the lowest playable level and play realistically. I hear that's good fun. Change formation to 1-3-3-3. Not until we've won the league. I don't know if you heard the story of Ilkeston FC being liquidated but then bought by Alan Hardy, the owner of that. I didn't know anything about that. So he still owns Notts County, but he's now bought Ilkeston as well. Do you think Coutinho is staying at Liverpool? He seems to be making all the right noises. He doesn't seem to be digging his heels in about wanting to move away. So depends if Barcelona are willing to throw loads and loads and loads of money around. I think if I were in Liverpool's situation, I'd be saying, well, no, you're not having him for 90 million or whatever you've offered. You've got 220 million sat lying around. If he's a replacement for Neymar, just give us the Neymar money, please. Oh, you don't want to do that? Oh, we don't really want to sell him then. And as long as he's not trying to force through a move, just keep doing that. Really dig your heels in. That would be the Kev method. Would you like to do a database set in the 80s and 90s to change the course of history? I'm not really sure how that would work. I'm not really sure if it would work. It would be an incredible amount of work to do. I think it would be too complicated. Surely no such database exists. Okay, stream, need a bit of advice. It's beginning of 2021 season. I need a keeper, mid-table Premier League club. Sign a keeper. That's my advice. Duff, Joey, Jojo, thank you very much for the sub. Thank you very much. It's very cool. Thank you. Who do you tip to win the Premier League this season? Was it Man City that was on the video I put out earlier? Man City, that's who we say. When have Real Madrid and Barca ever failed in signing someone they want? Yeah, De Gea is the obvious one. Just ordered the 4-hour work week. Can't wait to give it. Excellent. The 4-hour work week is awesome. Life changing. Where's not Ricky Martin? There he is. Get him in. In fact, we're going to give Matt Deacon a start. Matt Deacon hasn't started for ages, and he's a good player, so we need to get him in the team. We'll stick to Silva Lopez back on the bench. We'll stick Geordie Shaw back on the bench, and fingers crossed we win the league today, and then we can start playing. All right, let's get into that. Kev, do you sign players in this like non-league today? What do I do the same method of transfers in this stream as I do in non-league to legend? Not necessarily, but it's a version of. I don't really know how to do it any other way. We have used the player search screen a few times in the stream to find the likes of Kevin Chapman and Kevin Owens, but I don't search for players with 14 passing and 19 finishing who can play left inverted wing back or anything like that. I still do it largely based on scouts. Mbappe going to PSG instead of Real Madrid. See, that's... I don't know how PSG are getting away with this. Tomer Hemed is 200-1 to be top goal scorer from William Hill. Surely worth £1 bet. It kind of is, isn't it? What did you make of the experiment when Posh bought Ron Atkinson in as a troubleshooter 10 years ago? Oh, it was the most embarrassing moment in the history of my football club. But one good thing did come out of it, because our current owner, Darren McAntony, watched that absolute disaster, and that's why he bought the club, because he became aware of us. So I guess it all turned out right in the end, because the best period in the club's history has been the 10 years since then. But, oh, it was embarrassing at the time. Hashtag money mad Kev. I do like money. But all those players who showed up with 5-star potential, was that via the scouts? What, on this just now? Yeah, they were all... I was looking at the scouted players. So they're players who've been scouted over the course of this season, who my scouts on their first look reckon they're 5-star potential, and now I'm re-scouting them to get full knowledge of them, to make sure they're still considered 5-star after getting full knowledge. PSG is a French team, Mbappe is French. Yeah, but he's still costing them, what, 100 million quid? I think Barcelona are going to... Did he turn up in the end? I was watching Sky Sports News this morning, and apparently he just didn't turn up for training, Dembele. Did he turn up in the end, or did he just get on a plane to Barcelona this morning and not tell the club? Because it was a really weird announcement where the club just sort of didn't know where he was and were hoping he'd turn up. It was very odd to see. Apparently, PSG are essentially owned by Qatar, so a country can fund them without failing. How, though? Because surely that doesn't count as income. Had George Boyd in my FM11 save a few years back, the man became one of the world's best players, just like in real life then. PSG basically didn't pay the money for Neymar. Their owners paid Neymar to buy out his own contract and officially become a free transfer. Really? Rascals. But I guess fair enough. It gets around the system, doesn't it? I mean, as a Posh fan, I can't really argue with getting around the system. When we were in League Two, when Darren McAntony first arrived as owner, with all his millions to throw around, his company that he owned sponsored our shirts for £1 million a season, just as a way of putting some extra money in the club because of the financial fair play rules that applied to League Two at the time. I mean, it wasn't as stringent as it is now, but it was a way around the rules of how much, because you were only allowed to pay a certain percentage of your income as wages or something like that. So he just said, right, well, here's an extra £1 million a year of income then. Stick my company's name on your shirts. And that allowed us to sign the likes of George Boyd and Aaron McLean and Craig McHale-Smith and all the other players who arrived that year, because we had more money than everyone else. So as a Posh fan, I've seen us do it, and it was loads of fun. So it's hard to be too harsh on PSG. But then on the flip side of it, we're now skint. Now we're in League One. So we're now looking longingly at clubs who can pay big money again, and we're very much a selling team. So how things have changed. I've just completely skimmed over the fact that we have now won the League One title. Hurrah! Right, now we've got to come up with a crazy, crazy tactic. He wasn't answering his phone. Yeah, so where was he? Why wasn't he at training if he wasn't answering his phone? Kev, do you need a lift? Well, yeah, I'll have a lift. Where are we going? Never thought much of Sean St Ledger until he scored against Italy. I never thought much of Sean St Ledger. We'll just leave it there. Also, on top of that, Neymar has to be an advocate for the World Cup being in Qatar. Does he really? Is this what's the EFL Cup then? Is that something that some clubs play in? Doesn't sound that interesting. Is this what I'm missing out now? I'm not allowed my telly on. There's an EFL Cup draw going on, is there? But I've got to turn off the telly so people on the stream can see what's happening in the game. I don't know. Good job we're not in this silly competition anymore. Right, let's rest everybody and get on the tactic screen. So, let's do tactics. You lot have never seen me try and do a tactic before. So the first one I want to try and do is one that I actually might want to use next season. I want to get this working. So we're going to try wingers first. Close your eyes, drag players' positions all over the place on the tactics screen and see what you get. We might start to do that towards the end, but first I want to actually try a real tactic. So why would we do a deep line forward on attack? That's just stupid, surely. We'll have an advanced forward in there. And then we'll perhaps have an inside forward on that side. And then, yeah, a winger over here. Got to have the box-to-box. I love a bit of box-to-box. And let's have an advanced playmaker, but keep him on support. Let's not get too carried away. He can be... Let's make him an anchor man, because we then want to push these guys on loads. And put them both on attacking. And then we're going to be control and fluid. And we're going to look for the overlap. And we're going to play quite wide because we've got these wingers on. And we're going to do high tempo. And we're going to do some closing down and we're going to leave it there. Just seen an article on the One Football app and it said Klopp said no amount of money can convince him to sell Coutinho. Good. I mean, that's nice to see. As long as the player doesn't want to leave, then... Why should they sell? Use wing backs. Barcelona doesn't really need Coutinho. It is a weird one. Why they're desperate for him, particularly. He's a priceless player. Not many out there that can do what he can in his position. He's not a player who's going to replace Neymar. Yeah, he's not. It's not a like-for-like replacement, is it? Super cool. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Ah, this cold and this chair, the two of them combined are really annoying me. My nose hasn't been streaming this much. Ha! Stream. Internet puns. This chair, I'm going to stand up in a minute. Recreate the Bolton formation. We could recreate the Bolton formation. I mean, we're not far away from it. What we've got here, it's kind of a version of the two of. I kind of like. In fact, we're playing Bolton. We're going to do the Bolton formation. He's more of a player who's going to replace Iniesta than Neymar. Exactly. Good players are going to be overpriced now. Everyone's overpriced now. Do you think transfers like Neymar's are ruining football as a spectacle, especially for neutral fans who want to see more competitive competitions? I don't know. Lord Waspy, thank you very much for the sub. You are a hero. Thank you. Right, let's do the famous Bolton formation from the Bolton Battle last year. Still available on YouTube. I think it was like this, wasn't it? Then we had him covering. And then we'd have these. In fact, we'll put them on auto rather than on attack. He needs to be deep lying on defend. I think it was that, basically. And then we don't want to be too narrow now. Was that the Bolton formation? Kev, order a new chair. You're going to be in that chair a lot. It's an investment. Yeah, I don't really know what to buy. All these other YouTubers seem to have these big fancy chairs, and I don't even know where do you even buy a chair from? I just usually go into Argos and get whatever the cheapest one is. But you do make a good point. I'm going to be in this chair a lot. I need a decent chair, but I wouldn't even have any idea what to buy. So if anyone wants to recommend a chair for me, I'm happy to take recommendations. If I was Liverpool and Barcelona offers me £120 million for Coutinho, I'd bite their hand off. I wouldn't say he's mediocre at best. He's a very, very good Premier League player. Hey, wing backs, wing backs. Oh, I like a love shower. Tommy's suggesting a love shower for Waspy. I can get on board with a love shower. And I've just noticed 15 subs tonight. I know we've only just got the button, but 15 subs in one stream is crazy. Thank you very much, all of you. That's amazing support. Why are we talking about Roman Reigns? Did I miss something? Of course this form's going to last forever. We're awesome. Kev, it was attack. None of this control nonsense. All right. We'll try that then. I would buy with that money Mahrez, Sigurdsson, and some really good up and coming centre back and striker. Would you get all Would you get all those players for £120 million though? Because Sigurdsson, they're quoting £50 million for him, aren't they, to Everton? I got a normal IKEA office chair. Well, this is just a normal Argos office chair, but it does this. I've only had it about a year. Turtle comb over. Thank you for popping in. Toodle pip. A steel chair so you can have your heel turn. I don't need a chair for my heel turn. I've got plans for my heel turn when it comes. It's going to happen in Nottingham. Just going to put Loki through a table halfway through the event in Nottingham. Yeah, we're doing the Bolton formation against Bolton. That's the plan. The attack is back. Okay, we'll stick it to attack. Do we want to be fluid or we'll just be flexible, I think? So I think we were probably structured with Bolton, but we didn't have such good players there either. Let's set up some tutoring. Yeah, tutor. The sound is off. The sound shouldn't be off. I've got a dining room chair. Yeah, I need a good chair. Bearing in mind my history of back and knee problems, I really do need a good chair. But it's kind of low down my list of things that I need to get. Because as we career towards autumn, I need to get some way of keeping this garage warm. The chair, the side menus, never gaming YouTubers. Yeah, what is that though? How do I find one of those? You sound like a person with throat cancer. I've got a cold. Kev, try a 109 formation on overload. Oh, where do I get a Sideman chair from then? Can I just have KSIs? He doesn't need it anymore, does he? Look at Kev being down with the kids, knowing who the Sidemen are. Oh, I've changed so much in these last 2 years. Right, let's pick a... Where do we fit not Ricky Martin into this team, though? Or do we accept that not Ricky Martin's not part of this lineup? Because how do you drop one of those three? We've already got Ross Turns sat on the bench. At least our new £2 million left back can finally get in the team. And who is Denon Lewis? Is he one of those new youth players? No. Who on earth is he? He's been here all year and I've not noticed him. He must be great. You can't use a coat as a chair. That's just... Right, let's have a look at this. Is this chair going to be really expensive and scare me? G-Tome Racing. If this is more than like 30 quid, I'm going to be really upset that people pay that much for a chair. Office chair. £240 for a chair? I don't think I could live with myself if I spent £240 on a chair. Get the New Day gaming chair. Is that a thing? Awesome. Kev, when's the diss track come in? It's coming, don't you worry. Denon Lewis is at Watford out on loan in real life. Oh, there you go. What are we... I don't know what's happening. People are chuckling and I don't know why. That's a chair for Neymar money. Yeah, exactly. Goodness me. Rat boy, my current chair was 30 quid and there's nothing wrong with it. Oh, I need a chair. I'm not paying £240 for a chair. Tell them they can send me a chair. Tell them I'm basically the Sidemen. They need to send me a chair because I bet they didn't pay for their chairs, did they? So it's all right for them sitting in £240 chairs that they've not spent a penny on. £240 for a chair, I ask you. The Andre Gray transfer video, I've not seen it yet. Right, there you go. We'll put Denon Lewis in the team then. We're playing with wing-backs, everybody. The Bolton tactic against Bolton. Let's see how it fares. Right. I just sit on my bed and mess my back up. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind sitting in an uncomfortable manner, but I am spending like 8 hours a day in this chair now. and it is. I mean, I lean to one side for a start. It kind of leans one way, and I probably do need to balance that out a little bit. Kev, where's the Lambo from the YouTube money? On its way. It's on back order. Once the YouTube money arrives, then I get the Lambo. And we're already losing. Some sticks and a platform. That's £240, please. Yeah, exactly. I'll check out the video, don't you worry. Oh. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. Don't worry, my belt was just digging into me. Fat man problems. Oh my god, my back is so bad I literally haven't left my bed today except to eat and toilet. My back is... Ooh. At least you left the bed to toilet. That's one thing, I suppose. I'm not buying a New Day chair if that's $300. Wingbacks are overpowered, are they? Interesting. People keep telling me 4-3-1-2 is overpowered. I think generally if you've got good players, anything can seem overpowered. There's good tactics and bad tactics. They don't necessarily mean they're overpowered tactics. It's just good tactics. Set up a sponsorship with them. What, with the New Day? That moment when I spend more money on my computer a day than you and have nothing to show for it. What? I don't understand. When I spend more money on my computer a day. No, I don't get it. I'll spend more. No, I still don't get it. We want a Pimp My Ride video from you, Kev, when you get that. Yeah, don't worry, you'll get one. If someone wants to set me up a sponsorship with the chair company, then yeah, something tells me they'll just tell me to get lost. That Kev, you've only got 14,000 subscribers. Why would we send you a chair? Do you know how much these chairs cost? Yes, I know how much these chairs cost. That's why I want one. That's why I can't afford one. You've got it all wrong. Make the sidemen pay. They can afford to buy chairs. Okay, so you spend more time on your computer than me. That makes more sense. I mean, I spend a lot of time on other computers as well. This is just the one where I sit to record and edit. I've got other ones that I sort of set up elsewhere around the house. So I have a variety of computers that I use. So overall, I'm on a computer for most of the day. Real Madrid wins Champions League twice. Overpowered tactic. Yeah, agreed. I mean, they've got Ronaldo. He's just overpowered in general. It's 2-2. I don't think this wing-back thing is really working for us. I don't know where Bolton are in the league. They are relegation zone, and we're struggling to navigate our way past them. So I think we're going to mark 3-5-2 or 5-3-2, whatever you want to call this. I think this one goes in the failure column. Tell them you're a professional wrestler. Well, then just send me a steel chair. Or are we asking for a New Day chair now? Am I telling them I'm a professional wrestler? I beat Man United 7-2 in the season. I won the league. Nice. A raid, you say? Kegman, thank you for the raid. Thank you very much. And hello. I don't know what to do. We'll bring Ross Turns on. We're going to bring Geordie Shaw on as well for Sharad. You may spend most of your time, but at least you have stuff to show for it. Yeah. Try telling my dad that. He still doesn't understand why I've left teaching. Kevin Chapman scores to put us in the lead. Have we just been raided? Apparently so. Hashtag Kev out. Matt, how dare you? I'm going to sneeze. I am going to sneeze. Oh, I hate having man flu. I don't even feel ill anymore. I'm all bunged up and horrible. I feel so blessed, folks. A Kev live stream where he will ruin the promotion plan one way or another, having an ice cream while watching no work. That does sound pretty cool. So, Kev, if I set you up a chair sponsor, can I be your manager or agent? Yeah, you can be comfort director. That can be your fancy title if you sort me out a chair sponsor. Oh, I've got to sell steel chairs. I know B&M sell steel chairs because I was wandering around B&M yesterday. They had a stack of steel chairs and some absolute legend had put a 3-foot-high John Cena in front of it, guarding the chairs. It made my day. And then Brock Lesnar was a little bit further down, just guarding nothing at all, just being Brock Lesnar. Right, let's get Scally on for the last 10 minutes or so. My tactic has wingers to cover up the wing backs sometimes. Okay. Oh, Geordie Shaw trying something a little bit fancy. Oh, I like Comfort Director. I'm on it. Excellent. If you manage to score me a decent chair, I might even have you a business card or a name badge or something made with Comfort Director on it. Thank you for the raid, regardless, Kegman. Even if it didn't work as intended, it's still appreciated because the thought was there, and I like thoughts. You only sneeze when you're winning. I wish I only sneezed when I was winning. I was still sneezing when we were trying to bottle the league. And Bolton are going to score again. Luckily, they didn't. Sneezing is overpowered. Agreed. Oh, Stone Cold just knocked Harley Quinn over. Harley Quinn is now laying face down. I've got the title belt on Stone Cold at the moment, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. He won't stand up, though. What's a raid? A raid is when someone's streaming and sends all their folk over to someone else when they finish. It's a wonderful way to share the love around the streaming community. Yes, it was a special goal. Yes, we're going to continue. Right, so the wing-back systems seem to work okay. It wasn't disastrous. Lofts wants improved deal for Danny Culver, eh? Well, I suppose that's fair. He's come through our youth team. He can have whatever he wants. We'll finalise the deal, but then still ask him to sack his agent. So he gets the money. So, he gets his money, but he sacks his agent. Everybody wins. A B&M too cheap to sponsor people? I don't know, probably. I'd love to wear a B&M baseball cap, though. 102 goals with 5 games to go. Here we are. Kev, please look in the Brazilian league for a wonder kid called Lacio. There's a good idea. I'm not trying to download a tactic. I can't do that. Ah, Sean, thank you for the love of my videos. And hello back to you, Germany. Admiral Nodal, is that how we'd say that? Right. There you go. So Carver's got himself a new agent. And now we need another new tactic. So that one can stay on there as an option. We will try this one with wingers in the next game. Stone Cold, back over there. I don't even know why I picked you up. I think I did have a plan for you a minute ago. But the plan got away from me a little bit. Right, we're playing Forest next. Are we actually going to get through to the end of the season on this stream? That would be very splendid if we did. I'm so poorly. I'm not poorly. I've just got a runny nose. I'm having such internal conflict. 3-7-0. That's basically what we played in the last game. I'll try to figure out the host problems, but cheers. Yeah. Lollujo FM is a lot more professional myself. Oh, Kegman. Oh, my goodness. I feel sorry for you. If I'm more professional than you, I only offer my condolences, or you've not been around here very much. Because, holy smokes, am I the least professional person on the internet by a country mile. I think only the Invincible season has like 100. Yeah, that was a pretty good season. Right, Kevin Owens need a little bit of a rest. We can give Kevin Owens a rest. Sharad wants a new contract. Sharad gets a new contract because, goodness me, recommended limit for Sharad of £76,000 a week. We'll just give you 26. That's fine. Kegman, thank you for hosting. Thank you. There we go. We got there, and it's much appreciated. Thank you very much. Awesome. Happy, thank you for dropping by. Have a good little sleep. I'm rooting against you for this game. My loyalties have been between my favourite streamer and the club I love. That's what I say to the club you love. Who is it? Who are we playing? Oh, Forest. Okay, fair enough. John Burrow, thank you for the stream. The host, not the stream. This is the stream. You're the host. Thank you for hosting. Very good. Thank you, etc. Kegman, thanks for the host. Thanks for the raid. Have a good night. Who's got a £15 million release clause? Is that what we just offered Sharad? I can live with a £15 million release clause. If anyone's going to pay that, then we'll just sign a replacement. The weirdest thing that happened to you folks in FM was... No. Ruben Iribarren. It actually annoyed me that you didn't get rid of the sell-on fee percentage and yearly wage rise. Really? I never fiddle with any of that stuff. Tommy! Thank you for the host! You've actually got a viewer on there tonight, Tommy. Is that you? Or is someone else on there? Because usually when you host me, it tells me you're hosting me to nobody. Hello, if you're the person watching on Tommy's channel. For me, was Saudi Arabia winning the World Cup 3 times in a row. Wow, that is pretty surprising. Did you have the league loaded or something to allow that to happen? Or were you managing there? A Guardiola Cruyff-inspired 4-3-3 possession tactic. See, I don't really do downloaded tactics, but that does intrigue me a little bit. Let's have a little look. See what's happening. 4-3-3. Oh, it's got an advert. Pesky adverts. Who's this site that's full of adverts? FM Scout. Get rid of your adverts. Was it 50 or 60 goals Iribarren got? I think he got 60 in his first season. That tactic looked weird as anything. I mean, it looks... It's got so many instructions. It's just an exploit tactic. Nah. I don't want exploit tactics. There's about 30... What is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 team instructions on that tactic. Nah, not doing any of that. Now everybody else wants the link. If I repost it, hold on. I think it lets me post links. So that's the link he just sent me. Note random. All the best Saudi players were playing in PS. Wow, that is weird. I wonder what variable kicked off at some point in that save to make that happen. Kyle, thank you for hosting. I like the fact that everyone's hosting. Everyone host. Let's have a hosting party. Me winning the league in my first ever save while the odds were 5,000 to 1. That's pretty surprising as well. You did a Leicester City. Exactly. Oh, hello, I've got a YouTube comment where I've said Shrewsbury instead of Shrewsbury, apparently. I do it all the time. If you're the person who just left that YouTube comment, I apologise, but I will do it again. Look for aggressor on FM base. Best tactic of it. Okay. How can you say get rid of adverts, Kev? Every time my stream crashes, I have to watch 30 seconds of adverts. Yeah, but they're my adverts. They pay me money. I want money. I like money. I had an amazing start to it. But at least that shows that as a content creator myself, I, in the spirit of the game, don't have ad blocker. Because, you know, people deserve their ad money. I had an amazing start to my season, but then lost 5 key starters to my first team. 2 went for free. Why did they go? What? During the season they went for free? This stream is actually keeping me sane right now. Going for promotion in the upcoming season to League One. My board have sold 3 players out from under me with no chance for me to protest, and it feels like every player I try to sign is picking other teams over me. Anger mode. I would have resigned at the first one. I don't stand for that kind of nonsense. How high does the in-game years go and how far have you gone in-game? The furthest I've ever gone is about 30 or 40 years, but it goes on indefinitely. There was it last year or the year before, someone on Reddit did 1,000 years into the future. So, it will just keep going and going and going and going. Okay, Kev, I've sent off some feelers. Any other market you want me to send emails out to? No, I think as comfort director, let's start with chairs. If you manage to get me a chair, maybe a little cushion or something to put on the chair. Something like that would be good. I don't get adverts as I'm on Twitch Prime. Is that so? Is that why I don't see adverts? Because I'm on Twitch Prime as well. Can I say Kev became my assistant manager during FM16 with Curtis Ashton? He was good. I believe it goes on until your PC doesn't want to anymore. Oh, the FM. Yeah, okay. What is even more ridiculous is a nation called Burkina Faso who got 3rd place in the World Cup, beating good. Wow, that is weird. Are we lagging again? No. Right, Bazza. Good old Barry Fry has added a link to this aggressor tactic that was mentioned before, which I'm not going to look at because the other one was such an exploit tactic. Right, we need to offer this lad a contract because he's got good potential. Just give him the contract. I will have a quick look. I need to learn how to be fancy and show you what I'm looking at on the internet while I'm streaming. This thread is closed. So it's a version of my tactic, basically. It's a 4-3-1-2 with a very similar sort of shape to what we already do. I mean, it's just a version of a 4-3-1-2. That's not anything special, I don't think. Hey, Spencer, if we're just limiting ourselves to chairs, I would like a little chair to sit in the corner of the studio, like a little armchair, a little small sofa for me to sit and just vlog from occasionally, rather than having to sit at my desk. So, you know, if you want a more comfortable chair, I'll happily take 2 chairs. Oh, my ruddy nose. Did I just see Sharad was injured and I didn't even acknowledge it? Any good non-league signings? What? In here? Or in there? Or what? Right, what's up with Sharad? Sharad is going to be out to 4. That's the season done for Sharad, pretty much. Neil Gibbons is injured as well. We want to give him a game at some point. Beds and sofas. I'll take a bed. I'll always take a bed. You've got Sky Bet League 2 players signing for your pub team in Tier 20 of the English system. That's weird. But I guess reputation only goes down so far. It's like, I mean, if we pick a random player, Danny Calver, for example, he's a good League 1 player, but his finishing is only 4. Now, I would say his finishing is probably an awful lot better than a Tier 12 centre-back's finishing would be. But the worst theirs can be is 1. So it gets to a limit where they can't really get much worse. The range isn't big enough. And reputation, I guess, works the same way. Can I send a donation in the form of a chair? You can. Really upset the people at the post office by sending it to my P.O. box. Because it's the tiniest little slot on a shelf. I was in there today looking at it. Send a chair to that and see what they do. I'd be really interested about what they do. Oh dear. Just started non-league legend of Chelmsford, but don't know any good signings to make. That's what your scouts is for. I forgot we'd called our assistant manager Anna. When did we do that? That just freaked me out, seeing that it was Anna's trading report. When did we call the assistant manager Anna? That must have been when she raided the stream the other night. Kev, why not go to an Asian club or take Posh from low leagues to Champion League glory in your athletic? I'm not going to take Posh anywhere, but we'll go to Asia eventually, definitely. We'll go around the whole world. We'll do everything. We're going to hexagon it all up. Lots of Twitter notifications. What's going on Twitter? Am I missing something again? Splendid. When it must have been, when she was in here, that's when we renamed the assistant manager, I guess. I just don't remember doing it, and I've not noticed it since. That was like half a season ago now, and it's the first time I've noticed. Kyle, how dare you say she did better than me? It was just beginner's luck. Just checking she's not here. She's not here. It was just beginner's luck. I'll take Posh next FM. Going to make you proud. Yeah, make me proud. So basically what happens is get to sign certain players, then because the squad is at a certain level, better players want to join. That continues on until sometimes even... Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I mean, we saw it a little bit in this save with some of the players who were turning up at Deeping Rangers when we were down in Tier 8 and 9. The likes of Chalaba and Aaron Cool and various other players. Lenihan. Yeah, follow me on Twitter. This must be one of your best non-League to Legends series ever. Exactly. Everything's a good non-Elite Legend series. Oh, I'm having a look at this tip jar thing. It's got other coloured stuff in there too. What's that? Is that hosts in there as well? So it's got the little stars in there, which were the subs, and now it's got the little other coloured things in there as well. Oh, it's so pretty. I like that little graphic. It's very cool. Kev, I'll send you a chair if you win the Champions League with Northampton. I'd rather sit on the floor. Josh Pask is a good centre-back, is he? I'll be the judge of that. I've never heard of him. Don't know who he is. Hey, Captain Goodspeed, you won the league and got promoted. Splendid. Kev, how about I make a challenge for you in FM if you're interested? Am I willing to take it? Depends what it is. Oh, hold on. Is Vickers is nearly out of contract? Well, we need to offer him a new one then, obviously. How have we let this situation occur? He's our first team goalkeeper. We'll pay him £10,000 a week. I mean, why are we having to do this for a player who's already here? Because Swansea want him. There you go. You rascal. Yeah, that's fine. Have the money. Take the money. Who cares? You're a good keeper. Enjoy the floor. It's of course donations as well. Have I seen your link, Swamper Boy? I don't know. Don't think so. When did you send a link? Oh, that link. 433. That's the... Yeah, I've seen that one. Thank you, Captain Goodspeed. Take any random club in any random European club and win the Champions League only with Asian players. Nah, see, that sort of thing doesn't appeal to me. It's not realistic. Plus, I don't even know if it would be possible because there's regulations in the Champions League about the nationalities of players, isn't there? So I don't think we'd even be able to do it. Rat Boy, thank you for the cheer. I still don't fully understand it, but I still thank you for it. I know someone already did explain. Never tried a marriage forest on FM. I've had several aneurysms trying to do anything with this sorry lot. Oh, goodness me. You can use Asian regenerated players. Yeah, but they're still Asian, aren't they? So they're not European. They're not that nationality. Unless you get them when they're super young. But then I don't see how you do that without kind of abusing the player search screen. Yeah, what Tommy said. Welcome along, folks. Welcome to the Kevolution. Bits. It's a funny word, isn't it? Bits. Thank you for the bits, though. Thank you. Is that the same as cheers, bits, or is that something else? I don't really understand. Ben, it's always time for a love shower. What is the link to your website? I forgot. Lollujo.fm. Nah, it sounds too complicated, super cool. Too complicated. It's not based in enough realism for me. I wouldn't enjoy it. That sounds like a job for people who like the weird little challenges. Let's have a love shower. Yeah, let's have a love shower for Rat Boy. Thank you for the bits. Oh, look at all that love. How about a Regen Rovers save? Only regens from day one. Didn't Golden FM already do that? Don't want to steal his thing. Plus, we kind of get to that point anyway. We're breaking all sorts of records here. Right, do we want to keep Nwakali? We kind of do. Even though he's a winger, he's a good winger who we can get money for when we sell him on. So let's just give him whatever he wants. A love shower sounds a bit wrong. It does not. A love shower is a wonderful thing. Right, we're eventually going to play Forest in a minute. It seems like we've been waiting for ages. Oh, I can't breathe. I've got nothing left in my tiny little Lucasade can. Oh, I have a Pepsi Max here, though. Excellent. Oh, I don't think that was today's Pepsi Max, everybody. It's all flat. Fake players save. What do you mean by fake players? Like regens or made up players? Or don't really get that one. Right, Dylan Miller. We just signed a good left back, or else he does look tempting. Kyle, thank you for the cheer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How about only Russian players win the Champions League with an English manager? Again, these kind of weird, like, novelty saves, they're not for me. That's territory of somebody else. Murphy Kasonga, he used to be our player, didn't he? I recognise that name. Yeah, look at that. So he was around back when we were in the deepest, darkest reaches of non-league. He's been playing solid championship football ever since. It would cost us in excess of £5 million to bring him back to the club. But look how good he is. It's really tempting to... Should we bring Murphy Kasongo back? Kev will sign an average player and then ask for a new deal when they get mad wages. He doesn't read the contract. Exactly. Contracts are for nerds. Let's have a love shower for Kyle. Try playing a 6-3-1-0 defensive formation. We will, but we're going to try and play with wingers first because everyone knows Kev can't do wingers. Fake players, as I said. Oh, of course. Where you could... Yeah, now that is interesting. That does sound more like my kind of thing. That's definitely a possibility because I've played on that setting loads of times before. I like that setting. Right, when I auto-pick the team... That's interesting, the way it's set it up with wingers, because it's put our central midfielder up front, Geordie Shaw out on the wing. What does Muller want to be if he's up front? We'll do a false nine. Why not? I've never played with a false nine before, and someone asked for a Raumdeuter. So let's have a Raumdeuter, an inside forward, and a false nine. I mean, this is proper fancy football land now. We'll put Kevin Chapman on the bench, but he doesn't fit into our new exotic system. So he'll just bench it for now. How about winning the Champions League with Deeping Rangers? We're already on it, don't you worry. How about you try and win a game without playing 4-3-1-2? We just did that in our last game against Bolton. Kev, buy Lazarov for a right back. He doesn't exist in this world, or else we already would. Make the fake players save stream only. I could definitely do that for FM18. If that's something that's interesting to people, we could do it then. I made a database with legends in it, like Scholes and Beckham. Oh, cool. Oh, you get a badge for doing the cheer thing, do you? I want to cheer myself then to get a badge. I still can't believe you don't look at the contracts. I look at them a bit, but not in any great detail. I'm not bothered. It's only money, isn't it? What's the worst that could happen? You've seen over 25 plus seasons on YouTube that I'm completely irresponsible with the money, but the club never goes out of business. It's fine. How about you try and win a trophy without playing 4-3-1-2? Oh, that doesn't sound like much fun. No, don't like the sound of that at all. Feels like trying to win the 100 metres with your legs tied together, taking your favourite system away. It's just silly. I would like to try and play a winger system, but in years and years and years of Football Manager, I've never been able to get it working. I just can't do wingers. But you never know. This might be it. This might be the solution. Look how wide Geordie Shaw is. He doesn't know what's going on. What's he doing playing on the wing? Right, Scally lumps it forward to Muller, our false nine, who loses the ball immediately. And we try and build again from the back. I guess with a system like this, we need to be playing very fluid. Let's have everybody just drifting around all over the place. Get a little bit of total football going on. Geordie Shaw to Turns, to Da Silva Lopez and Coyle. And that was pretty special. I wonder whatever happened to Nathan Jarman. He probably scored a few goals in the lower leagues and retired. 4-3-1-2 is overpowered. Everything's overpowered. At the end of the day, it's the club's money and not his. Spot on, Jack. And if a club runs out of money, we'll go to a different one. And it's their silly fault for letting me do it. Kev, I meant to use the fake players option. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think we might do that. Do you even winger? No, I hate using wingers. So do I. Oh, he's only on 10k a week, 50% promotion wage. Yeah, that's fine. Not my problem. Kev, is it much that I ask you to look for a decent Russian right back and rename? I can have a look. 50% yearly wage rise on a... We did that with Arendt last year. At least I noticed that one. Kev, I think we may be getting view-botted. What does view-botted mean? Is it a good or a bad thing? If it makes my numbers look good, I'm on board with it. Have you ever managed Ronaldo or Messi in a save? I don't think I have. I have in a draft, but I don't think I've ever done it in a proper save. This is further proof that wingers don't work, by the way. We're a Forest. Forest are just outside the playoffs. We're not even looking competitive, he says, with all the possession, 2 clear-cut chances against their none. I think if we had a striker on the pitch, we'd be doing all right. And here comes a corner, and Danny Calver with an injury, but with the captain's armband, with no agent, but a new contract, grabs us an equaliser. Nice little header as well. Fake follows. Again, I can live with fake follows. Bring them on. Fake follows mean I catch up with Clan a little bit sooner. Yay! Right, let's bring Kevin Chapman on to play as the inside forward. And should we bring Nwakali on up front? No, because he can't do false 9. He's no good. Hugo Logan. We'll just stick him back there then. We'll do that. I mean, that looks like a system that's going to work an absolute treat. Kev, want that dollar from the fake... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. A follow is a follow. It's all about them numbers. They aren't fake follows. They're from a new Twitch chat feature. That's not Viewbots. That's a Twitch app post feature where auto follows people that they think you might like. Ah, I like that's a clever feature. Yeah, Strikerless. Exactly. We're doing Strikerless accidentally. I remember Sergio Gonzalez. Remember when we used to play him sometimes? He's our record signing. So does that mean these people who are turning up and following, they're actually going to come into the stream and have a look? Because, hello, people. We just scored another goal from another corner with another centre-back. Strikerless works as long as you're good at set pieces, clearly. This time Calver with the flick on and Wasberg at the far post. Knocks it in. It's 2-1. And this is going to be another experimental system that is going to get rid of Forest. Why is it not a clever feature, Nicky? Surely, if it's as clever as some of the algorithms on some other services, then it's brilliant. If it's matching people up, if it's matching viewers up with creators that they might enjoy, why is that a bad thing? If you have FM as your favourite game, it auto follows all streamers that are doing FM. Well, that sounds reasonable. Strikerless, wingerless, fullbackless. We're going to try that one in a minute, don't you worry. The 3-3-3 with an extra goalkeeper. But, like, for example, with this whole auto-follow thing, on Spotify now, we were talking about it before the stream started in the chat. On Spotify, I never select music in Spotify anymore. It's just learned over the years what music I like. I just hit daily mix and it plays me music and it's always good. I don't select any of that myself, but it's awesome. That should be how stuff like Twitch and YouTube work. I'd love to have the lazy YouTube option where I could just go on there. In fact, I tend to do that now. I very rarely look at my subscriptions on YouTube now. I usually go on the recommended thing that's on the homepage when you go in, and there's usually something in there I want to watch and I watch it. I never go to the sub box anymore, which, let's pretend I didn't say that. I don't recommend any of you try that technique. Always go to your sub box, kids. But I like the whole taking thought out of the process. What you don't know, folks, Kev is originally from the La Masia managing... Yeah, what he said. But they may not be interested in just on follows. Yeah, but they may be interested and stick around. So that's fine if they do. Right, what's his existing terms? He's currently on 40... Well, let's just offer him that again then. So he wants 22. Oh, James Scally, what are we going to do with you? We're going to offer you a new contract, that's right, and then we're going to ask you to sack your agent, because that's how we do these things. You can have a contract, but you can get rid of that agent who asked for it. We like the player, we don't like the agent. Phew, back from emailing loads of chair companies. Excellent. 333 with a sweeper, that's what we're going to be doing. Would you not rather have people follow that care? I'd rather as many people as possible find me. Obviously, if people find the stream organically and want to follow and want to watch it again and they follow, that's great. But I'm quite happy for 1,000 people to be automatically followed onto the channel, and if 5 of them stick around, that's still 5 people who weren't there before, so it's still growth. Would you ever do international management? Yes, I have. I will. It's all on YouTube. It's super cool. I like that. Super cool's even in there as well. Read the thing, Kev. You sack the agent, then off. Yeah, exactly. What time am I streaming? Oh, goodness me, it's 11 o'clock. I'm streaming until now, officially. Right, when's the next game? We'll do one more game. Will we? Actually, no, I've got to edit the vlog. I think we probably will end it here. Thank you for reminding me, Lord Waspy. I did get in trouble when I went past 11 o'clock the other day, because I then have to stay up for like hours and edit the vlog. And I do have to be up early in the morning, so I might have to call it here. Let's just offer this guy a new contract, because, you know, or send him on the thingy. We'll just get to the Fleetwood game. We'll pick a tactic, but we won't play the Fleetwood game. We'll